The world had barely awakened on Christmas Day, 2024, when the news first hit. It wasn't a story that seemed too important at first, just another piece of cosmic curiosity. Astronomers had detected strange, tunnel-like structures in space, pathways seemingly stretching through the local hot bubble, an area surrounding our solar system. The discovery was made using data from the E-Rosetta X-ray instrument, and two cosmic tunnels were identified, one leading toward the Centaurus constellation and another toward Canis Major. What caused these tunnels was a mystery, as was whether they were even passable. Still, the thought of such structures sparked the imagination. Little did we know, we had just stumbled upon the edge of an event that would reshape humanity's future. By March of 2025, the story had morphed into something unimaginable. A message from the Hawaiian Institute of Astronomy hit the headlines. Powerful telescopes had detected a massive fleet of unidentified spacecraft traveling through the very same cosmic tunnel the Max Planck Institute had uncovered months earlier. The ships were headed directly toward Earth. The announcement sent shockwaves across every corner of the globe. Governments scrambled to react. Military forces mobilized. All eyes turned to the skies as fear set in. Hundreds, maybe thousands of alien ships were on their way, and there was nothing anyone could do to stop them. The tunnel that had fascinated scientists had just become a direct threat. Nations that had been at war for years, decades even, ceased all hostilities. Atomic submarines, once poised for a final strike, returned to their home ports. For the first time in centuries, the United Nations was relevant again. Emergency sessions were called, but no one had answers, only questions. How could we fight such an unimaginable threat? What could we do against what seemed like a superior force? Chaos soon spread across the world. Riots erupted in every city. Looting, panic, and desperation ran wild in the streets. The world had entered a new kind of war, one that transcended national borders. As people scrambled for survival, many retreated into the mountains, but even there, survival was no guarantee. Armed bands ravaged camps, taking what they needed and leaving devastation in their wake. But amidst the panic, there was a glimmer of hope. Governments, in their desperate haste, began arming themselves to the teeth. All military arsenals were unlocked, and every missile silo opened, their warheads now aimed skyward, awaiting the arrival of the strange fleet. The weapons were prepared for the unthinkable, for a war that wasn't between nations, but between species. This was to be World War III, not the war of humanity against itself, but the war of the worlds. The days dragged on, and the fleet grew ever closer. The world watched helplessly as lights streaked across the sky like meteors, thousands of them. They came at all hours, flashing past without a single impact. At first, no one understood what was happening. The ships came, passed through the solar system, and left. As each ship flew by, people stared in disbelief, trying to catch a glimpse of them with binoculars, even cameras. Some ships were so close that you could make out the odd, angular shapes with the naked eye. Yet, they never paused, never landed, just passing, as if we weren't worth their attention. And then, just as quickly as it began, it was over. The last ship disappeared beyond the edge of the solar system. The next day, the United Nations made an announcement. A message had been received. The Federation of Intergalactic Civilizations had sent a transmission. The message was brief, but it was clear. Humanity was not ready. Greetings, inhabitants of Earth. We are the Federation of Intergalactic Civilizations. Our mission is to approach existing intelligence across the universe and bring those ready into our ranks. We bring knowledge from across the cosmos to civilizations that exhibit maturity, intelligence, compassion, and love for one another. We have made this journey every 5,000 years, and we have passed by your planet before. We did not engage then, for you were not ready. We do not engage now, for you are even more dangerous than before. The message continued, its tone ominous. We do not intervene in your internal matters, but we chose to send this message in the hope that in 5,000 years, you will have reevaluated your priorities. If you use your intelligence, your technology, and your goodwill to build a peaceful and capable civilization, we will return. We will offer you access to the knowledge of the universe, and we will help you build 100 advanced ships to join our fleet. Until then, we bid you good luck. And that was it. The world stood in stunned silence, unsure of how to react. For months, humanity had braced itself for an invasion, for some catastrophic end. We feared destruction from the sky. Instead, we received a lecture, a warning that we were not yet ready for what lay beyond our star. Some felt relief, while others were filled with dread. We had been given a second chance, but how would we take it? Would humanity use the knowledge of the cosmos to better itself, or would we squander this opportunity like so many others before us? Questions remained. Was this visit a test, or had we simply failed already? The Federation's message was clear. Our time was not yet, and though the cosmic tunnel was still there, we had no idea when or if it would open again. As the days turned to weeks and the world began to rebuild from the chaos, the questions lingered. Was this the end of the beginning, or the beginning of the end? One thing was certain. Humanity had been given a glimpse of something far beyond its understanding. And the next 5,000 years would determine whether we would be ready when the Federation returned. The tunnels were still there, waiting, stretching out toward the stars.